Well, here at home, we've had our issues with flooding in the Tennessee Valley, but now we've got some changeable weather that's catching the eye of meteorologist Brittany Beggs. Brittany.
Calvin, yeah, tomorrow there's going to be a little bit of a changeover here. Most folks out of Georgia and Alabama are going to see all liquid tomorrow. Unfortunately, we're looking at about another 1/2 to 3/4 of an inch of rain for Georgia and Alabama counties. There is going to be a changeover mid-morning for folks just north of Chattanooga. I'm still putting that mix at 80% tomorrow. Impact on the morning commute, it's going to be 30%. Chattanooga, folks south, it's looking at wet conditions tomorrow morning for the commute. That changeover, Sequatchie County, Bledsoe County, Ray County, that's where things are going to get dicey mid-morning, and I'm looking at accumulation 40%. That's on the higher elevations for tomorrow afternoon. Take a look at today, though. We are going to see some sunshine. Temperatures today are going to top the mid-50s, right where we should be for mid-February. So typical day out there. Tonight, we're going to have broken clouds early, and then more clouds are going to be rolling in tonight ahead of that rain chance that picks up between, it looks like 2 and 4 o'clock in the morning Thursday. So here's tomorrow's planner. Notice how those temperatures, they're not varying too much. In fact, they get a little bit higher by 8 o'clock in the morning, up to 39, and then they kind of stay steady. They're going to be dropping just a little bit here. Most of the day, we're just going to be in the 30s. By tomorrow night, temperatures are going to be dropping to the 20s, but the moisture will have moved out of here. So surface temperatures are going to be above freezing in the valley, where it could be cold enough for anything to be sticking. Highest elevations from those counties that I just mentioned. So we get that mix starting up mid-morning. That continues through early afternoon, and I'm thinking by about 6 p.m., most of us are just going to have wet roads out there. So folks are already asking me, what can I expect tomorrow morning? Am I going to be able to get to work? I think Chattanooga, folks just surrounding Chattanooga, especially Georgia and Alabama, you're just looking at wet conditions. So here's 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. Rain is going to be increasing. It looks light for the most part, and then it's going to be picking up as the day progresses. Here's that changeover. Colder air aloft is going to be moving in. 8 o'clock in the morning, we start to see that changeover from Dunlap, far eastern Monroe County, eastern Polk County, Murphy. That pink color indicates a rain-snow mix. The blue obviously means just snow, and the green obviously just means all liquid. Putting that in motion at 9 a.m., it doesn't look very impressive. I want to emphasize that. This is our VIPIRCAST 3K model. This is our in-house data. It shows by 9:30 still a little bit of a mix over Dunlap and some pockets of moderate rainfall from Chattanooga and southward as tomorrow afternoon and tomorrow evening progresses. So this is going to be more of a wet event. Like what we saw 2 weekends ago, we're not getting that. I want to emphasize that too. As we head into Thursday afternoon, here's 3, 4 p.m., we start to see that cooler air rush in and that rain chance kind of dwindle down. So 5, 6 p.m., this stuff is going to be out of here, but the roads I think are still going to be wet at that time. So keep that in mind. Rainfall totals here, I'm thinking about 1/2 inch for Chattanooga. I'm putting it maybe 6/10, 7/10 for the Dalton area for Fort Payne. So you guys here are just going to see all liquid. There could be some flurries across Signal Mountain, Lookout Mountain, but I don't see much accumulation for those areas. Any accumulation will be north and east of the city. Here's the GFS. It's painting just a dusting for Chattanooga. Notice it's picking up about 2 inches for the Murphy area, close to 1 to 1.5 out of the Blue Ridge. And our in-house VIPIRCAST is picking up the better chance to our east and on the higher elevations. So remember, it's cold enough aloft, so of course it's going to be our higher elevations that do get those slick spots. So there could be a little bit of a dusting on the grass, rooftops, vehicles. That's going to be a possibility. But notice Chattanooga, Dalton, Fort Payne, we're not going to see much. You can get the weather app. You can stay connected anytime we get weather alerts. We can push them through this. And remember, this follows you too if you put on the location tab. So we're still storm alert alerting you for tomorrow. And then the great news is we're going to end the week dry. It's going to be colder though, Calvin. 40s for top temperatures Friday. And the upcoming weekend, Saturday, is looking pretty good, mid-50s. But everyone's always looking ahead to the weekend too. We do have rain moving in Sunday afternoon, and next week looks to be a pretty wet pattern. So heads up for next week too. The rain, this active pattern, unfortunately, it looks like it's going to continue.
What's your general feeling about this thing tomorrow? Is this something that we really need to worry about?
I think really it's going to be a slow go in the morning. I think it'll be a slow go in the afternoon. I think if you're paying attention, if you're being cautious. If you're driving a little bit slower, you're going to be just fine. Chattanooga, I really don't think we're going to see much, but I think Signal Mountain, Lookout Mountain, there's going to be a possible for a dusting there, but it is not going to be like what we saw not last weekend, but the weekend before. Unfortunately, I think this is going to be more of a nuisance and headache thing too. It's Thursday, it's not Saturday.
Okay. All right. Thanks, Brittany. Let's take a look at traffic.